I had this year's llamas that are super cute, last year's little puppies that we did, and a couple years before that we did piggy banks. So I always get a couple every year and I have leftovers. So if anybody's interested, you can get them at the branches and stuff like that, but I brought some in case somebody doesn't want to go to the branch and find out they've sold out and they're waiting until the next day to get more or something like that. And they're 10 bucks a piece. You can keep them or you can donate them and we'll send them to the kids down there at Norbecker. So thanks.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, $5 again. First, very happy dollar that Steve Patterson is home. A lot of us have been worried about that, so it's good to hear that. Second dollar is kind of a anniversary of sorts or a birthday of sorts. My father, Lion Bo Kelch, would have been 106 tomorrow if he was still alive. Yeah, it's hard to believe that time just kind of marches along like that. Third dollar, I guess, is, I think it's a happy dollar. I finally saw a bike this morning using the bike lanes along the beach. I have to preface this because that's been done for a couple of months. I drive probably an average of 10 times a day, or 10 times a week through that area. This is the first bike I've seen using the bike lane. I've seen a guy on a mower using the bike lane. I've seen probably 8 or 10 people in the motorized chairs, which that's fine, I don't mind that. And I have previously seen 3 bike riders, but they were in the car lane, twice because the bike lane was on the right and they needed to take a left, so I had to follow them for a couple blocks at about 10, 15 miles an hour. And once the opposite, when somebody was taking a right and the bike lane was on the left. Pretty dangerous crossing the car lane, so that's the way it goes. As far as doctor things, Jay, in 2006, when I had back surgery, I was told by the neurosurgeons that we'll see you in 10 years because it's not going to last past that. Haven't had to go back for back surgery, so that's good news.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Finally, quote of the week, passed to me by Steve Patterson a couple of weeks ago from Mother Teresa. Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come to you without leaving happier.
You make me happy.
Past President John Claypool.
Thank you, acting tail twister. President Kerry, fellow Lions and guests. Earth Kerry. Thank you very much.
It's Carrie Ann too.
I have a happy dollar, and it's in remembrance of one of my favorite lady past presidents, Janice Tillman. And Janice loved fall. It was her favorite time of the year. And for that reason, I always think about her during the fall. She was a beautiful woman.
Hey, Mark.
George isn't happy?
Lion Care.
George!
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests. I have 5 happy dollars. I don't know if everybody knows about Carrie Ann's new job, but I am so proud of her. She is now the executive director of CJAC, which is Children's Justice Advocacy Center, which abused kids go to this place, and they've got forensic interviewers who interview these kids to find out what's really going on in the home or wherever else. And it's like an amazing, amazing place where she's working. But to be executive director, that's like crazy good.
So Marnie's got $1 to donate. All right, I have some happy dollars for those of you that aren't on Facebook. So President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, I'm so excited. Today, 36 years ago, I married my best friend. And we're going to kind of take a page out of our life when we did our honeymoon. We went to the beach for the weekend.
What did Jim say about that?
He's my best friend, I'll have you know. And so this spring, we're gonna go to the Caribbean with some friends and celebrate our anniversary then. And I just gotta say, this was great. Also with this money is we got to visit with Steve Patterson and with Ken Bottero all the same day. So it was a very good day on Saturday for me. So that's what I'm happy about.
Yay.
Has some chaired Greg.
President Kelly with all lines, yes, couple dollars today. Very much purchase this for. Oh, I'm happy to be here. Oh, hey, Mark, my dad's birthday would be this coming Monday, he'd be 104. Would be. Anyway, the other dollar, next Tuesday, taking the little lady down to Vancouver Southwest Medical for consultation to get that damn operation taken care of. So I won't be here.
Miss Betty. Yeah, I'm sorry you're gone too, Greg.
I won't get to see you.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we're going up to the head table.
Gail over here.
There's Big E and Gail will be right there.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, a couple happy dollars today, happy anniversary, I did see that on Facebook. And of course, $1 for Steve, very happy that he's home and resting, and I hope he listens to more Marilyn.
So now we're gonna go over to Lion Gail and we go back to the head table.
Watch over that cord. The cord's in the clay here.
Hi, Gail.
Lion Gail.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests, I will be gone next week because I will be in Georgia visiting Miss June. And then the following week, informational dollar, I won't be here either because I'm having back surgery.
All right, past president Leroy.
Or secretary. Whichever one.
Or whatever you want to call me. Right.
Yeah.
President Carrie Ann, fellas and guests, thinking of, speaking of trips, this is going to be really an understated happy dollar. We had a fabulous time in Greece. On our cruise, it was a sailing ship. We sailed the Aegean Sea. We visited Turkey and the Greek Isles. It was great. Spent about 4 days in Athens and just checking out Athens. And Athens is a crazy, bustling city, and it's several thousand years old, and it's just great. So this is really an understated happy dollar. But yeah, I spent it. Anyway, glad to be back.
All right, past council chair Howell.
Hey, thank you very much, tail twisters. Honorable President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests. John and Mark, I didn't really help with this. Is envy still one of the 7 deadly sins? So I wasn't envious of Leroy when I saw the sailing pictures. I'm trying to understand why he didn't invite me, and I haven't figured it out yet. Yeah, we know. Second, I was up in Chilliwack at a great meeting we'll talk a little bit more about later, and met a bunch of our good old friends up at the Council of Governor meetings, where neither one of our past district governor had COVID, so she couldn't make it, and our governor couldn't make it because he said he couldn't make it. It was just like, ah. So, another happy dollar is, let me see, hearing about Carrie Ann, when you're a 1099 employee and you become a W-2 employee, I want to warn you, it's dangerous, very dangerous, because if you work all day and all night like you did before, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. And finally, I'm happy to be here today.
So, Lions and guests, my happy dollar is just for my new job. I'm honored to do that, and I did make the announcement at our evening meeting. So if you missed our evening meeting, then you missed a whole bunch of good, fun stuff.
and congratulations.
We got frogs in
We're
here.
gonna do announcements.
I said start with Cheryl. You're the only Cheryl I know.
Are we doing announcements? Okay, all I would like to, I was busy yapping, so I wasn't listening. Anybody interested in, President Carrie Ann, I was busy yapping. Okay, anybody interested in helping with the holiday fete this year that we should have, because we didn't have one last year when I was president? So, please meet me for a very, very short meeting, maybe 5 minutes after, over there somewhere.
Holiday what?
The party, I think, is what she's talking about.
Wingding. Okay, that's better.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests. Two things. One, we're doing our last carnival corn for the season, Friday at Walmart, so please sign up for that. Yeah, you can come too, Pat. Anyway, the second thing is I'm asking for Rex, who's in charge of the Christmas lights, but he's not here, so he said, we need to have a work party Wednesday at the shop. We got the lights out, so we're ready to go through all the lights to make sure and replace all the bulbs that need to be replaced.
So you're gonna find out who the damn bulb is?
Yeah, we'll find out. Yeah,
You said Wednesday, is that like this Wednesday?
no, a week from tomorrow.
We've already got that list, Cheryl. We've already got that list.
Yeah, oh, the 10 bolts? Yeah. Anyway, a week from tomorrow, Wednesday at 9 o'clock at the shop. I don't know, if Patterson was feeling better, we might have the heat going, but I don't think we will. So, anyway, that's all I have, so thank you. Oh, so Saturday we have the giveaway.
I'm sorry, so that's the 30th is the...
Yeah.
Okay, what time?
9 o'clock.
9. And then Saturday is the...
Saturday trick or treating, 2 o'clock at the lake. And bring some candy if you haven't got any. We're probably going to need about 3,000 pieces of candy or better. So, anyway, that's all I have. Thank you.
Next up, Marilyn Patterson.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests. I'm speaking for Karen Johnson and Steve Patterson, who are heading up the Roaring for Reading. And I do have a schedule that just got put out, and that's great. The morning session starts at, our arrival would be at 8:30, and it looks like it lasts till about 11:40. So that's the longest shift, but we do have more members on that shift. The afternoon shift starts at 12:30, and we're done just a little after 3. I really need some people to work the afternoon if anyone has not signed up that is interested. And we'll show you what to do if you don't know. It's really fun.
Did you say the date?
I didn't. It's this coming Thursday, October 24th.
Marilyn, move these from morning to afternoon.
Okay, that'd be
What
helpful.
time in the afternoon?
Come about 12:30. Our first class is 12:55.
Okay.
He's moving to a different shift. I'll stay on the morning shift. Yeah.
President Carrie Ann, fellow Lions and guests. I've got an awards meeting probably right here since nobody else is sitting with me, so that's the only way I get people coming.
They knew you needed space.
I would sit with you too. I would sit with you. Last announcement is just a reminder for the evening meeting that we have once a month. And we would like for you to invite someone to that evening meeting. So that is our opportunity to catch some people that are unable to go to our daytime meeting. It's only once a month. The next one will be November 21st from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. It is at Ashtown no, it's close. Ashtown, 1145 11th Avenue. So if you invite your friend or your neighbor, this will give them an opportunity to be a Lion member and not have to be obligated to go to the daily or during the day meeting that we do on Tuesdays. So, yes.
Kids can come.
Kids can come. So it is at Ashtown, but it's a restaurant side. We've got the side space in there, so we have our own room, and yes, kids can come. Yeah, so invite someone to that. November 21st. And I will pass this microphone on to our I know what. So many words came in flowing through my mind. I'm not sure which one to use. Prestigious?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, well, while we sing to Jay, I'll get Hal up here, so we'll pass this on. So. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Jay. Happy birthday to you.
What a wonderful introduction. Hey! I've been going back and forth on what to do today, and I've arrived at a summary. The summary is, what have I been up to the last 30 days? Yeah, I've been in Toronto, I've been on Zoom meetings, and this past weekend in Chilliwack. Because what do we know about Lions Clubs International? What country was the first country to be Lions Clubs International? USA. What country has the most Lions Clubs? India. By a factor of 4.
Well, they started out with more.
They started out with more. Good.
More people.
Oh, more people.
They started
Okay.
out with $1 billion. We've only got 350 million.
Yeah, 350 million, whatever.
All right.
So, what this is all about, has anybody heard of Mission 1.5?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to kind of put that in the back of your mind, because the slogan we've adopted is Net 2 depends on you. That's the goal in MD19 for every club to be Net 2 members at the end of this year. If we do that, we will, how do I want to say it? We will recharge all of our Northwest, which includes Washington, British Columbia, and Northern Idaho. As I did this, I want to let you know that we do have tools that are available for you. What you're seeing on the screen is lionsclubs.org. And as you go through, yeah, thank you, David. If you turn around, you could see it. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, yeah. We are 1.4 million, 49,000 Lions Club, and over $1.2 billion in grants. What I've learned through this process is having a purpose and sharing what our impact is really helps draw people in. If we think back to Monica and when she was here with her proposal for Belize, the impact is what got her. We may not see a lot of her, but that's okay. Yes, George?
Is that 1.2 billion annual or cumulative?
I think that's cumulative right now in grants. Okay? I'm just going through this real quick so you can see what's on the main page. But did you know that every one of you can get into this website?
Yes.
Did I go too fast? Of course I did. That's because you want me to talk till 3:30? How many want that? Okay. So. 4:30, okay, thank you. Do I hear 5:30? This is the member login place, okay? Every one of you can log in to the member login place. You need your member number. Now, who could guess where they could find their member number? On your membership card. If it was last year or the year before or next year, whatever, your membership number is there. And down here where it says don't have an account is where you're registered. Obviously Leroy and I are in here more often than most, but once you get in, I gotta make sure I'm doing this all right. Okay. Did that work?
Get lost out?
If you have this failed, make sure you have the right one. This is what I hate about any kind of computer, is that if you...
It's only as smart as the user.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's exactly what Jim Reineke would have told me.
Yeah, Jim Reineke's member number was 4.
Yeah. Remember, my member number is only 11, but in reality I think it might be smaller than that. Okay, it's not letting me in, but I want to tell you what you can find in there. You can find out what other clubs are doing for service, but you don't necessarily need that when you here, because you can see about us, our organization, our membership, our foundation, news and media. And normally in the press center, if you have somebody that's saying, well, what's going on anyway, that press center will probably tell you how much money we gave to the last crisis. Then you can get a media kit and a whole bunch of press releases there. Youth substance abuse prevention efforts and global celebrate community initiative. That was from September. We are doing so much around the world that is amazing. And there's tools in here for you to use. Each and every one of you. I looked at our club and I said, how do we compare to other clubs in membership? Obviously, we're the largest club in the Northwest. Maybe even the 5-state region. Yeah, 5-state region, but not California with their 300-member club. Beat us out on that. We used to be in top 10. Now, Pioneer Lions has a roughly 40% female members, 60% male. That is good. But our district has 44% female. And if you look at that, we have an opportunity there for where our organization can grow right here in Longview. In the district, under 45 is 19% of the members. In MD19, it's 30% of the members. And in Pioneer, our under 45 represent roughly 10% of our members. You know, if you look around this room, how many under 45s are here? Would you please raise your hand? Yeah, George, Greg, okay, good. Ryan, you're the one. And David, that's true, that's true. I bragged about you this weekend up in Chilliwack at the council meeting. They were talking about the Knights of the Blind as well as talking about the foundation. I said, yep, we got a great example right here. So, I could have brought Ask One stickers today and put them on every one of you. The only one of you that would have refused is our membership chairman, Greg, right? Because you're going to ask 3. That's right. MD19 has received a grant, and you're going to be hearing more about that soon. And part of that will be to host a meeting right here at the Eagles on November 16th, bringing in membership chairs and zone chairman to talk about what's going on in Lions Clubs International. How much, you gonna let me speak till what, 12:30? Oh, it is 12:30, I gotta quit now?
Time's up.
Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Now, let's talk about how many membership categories are there? Does anybody know? 4. Try that, 4. How about a new member, a transfer member, a family member, a student member, current or former Leo, a young adult? Each one of these classes has something else that Lions Clubs International says that we can do. Obviously, active member, affiliate member, associate member, honorary member, life member, and member at large. As I told some people up there, we have about half of our club that actually works on any given project in the course of a year. The other half, I would call them really members at large, because they help us by what? Anybody guess? Yeah, keep our numbers up? Pay dues. When you pay dues, part of your money goes into our administrative fund, because if I want to send, let's say, Steve Johnson on a trip for Lions Clubs International, I can only pay for that out of the admin side, or make him pay for it himself, of course. But all the other funds go back in the community. All the work you do on the concession stand. Oh my goodness, how much of that money that goes back in the community, Pat?
100%.
100%, and that number is 60,000?
93?
$93,000 goes back in the community. Yes, it goes to the providers of the meat and so forth, but it goes back in the community.
Sorry, 60's closer.
15 is closer? Okay, we take the 30 and the 90 and we end up with 50. So, part of my job as global membership team chairman for multiple District 19, so a lot of words, that's for sure, is to encourage more membership, more clubs. We have received a grant that we can help form clubs, and I want y'all to think about where we might form a club. I want you to also think about who wants to help me down here in Southwest Washington, because I can use the help, obviously. And why is it important? What do we get from being a Lion? What's one thing you can think of we get?
Friendship.
Friendship. What's another thing?
Self-satisfaction.
Self-satisfaction. What else?
Knowing you.
Knowing me. Thank you, George. Oh, can I come down there and give you a big kiss? Yeah, okay, sure. What else?
Training.
Training, absolutely. And now that you said training, I'm going to look at our VPs and say, Northwest Lions Leadership Institute is coming up in May of next year, or is it April? April of next year. So I'll get you the information. This is a very good event, and I'm not sure whether she went. I think she did go to it. Sharon went to it. How many here have been in Northwest Lions Leadership Institute? See, there's about 4 or 5 of us. Eric, did you think it was a valuable experience? Yeah. Yes, and it is incredibly inexpensive. You almost get paid to go to that meeting, and you meet new friends. Okay, what other benefit by belonging to Lions Clubs International do you get? Work parties. Rebuilding doors, yes? Friendships. How many here made their best friend in this group?
Well, Mom helped.
Yeah, Mom helped. Okay, second best friend. I remember Ron Stoppler telling me one day after a meeting where he and Bill Pontius were sitting here, and he looked at me and he said, "Thank you for inviting me to this club. I now have my best friend, Bill Pontius." I wasn't insulted because Bill was his best friend. I was happy for him. You know? If you don't have a best friend in this club, you need to try harder. Right? Carrie Ann, you have a few best friends, don't you? Uh-huh. That's what I would think. What else, George?
I didn't think so.
Another benefit,
My wife and I were talking on our walk, when our dog was walking us this morning, and she'd seen a recent program saying that older people, which we know some, who joined social organizations didn't have longevity because of the interaction. And one, the friendships, and two, the shared mission, goals they do in the community.
Sure.
So anyway, she wants to join the club. And I said, well, the Lions Club, we don't invite women at all.
No. And she's under 45. We'd accept her. Yes. Cheryl.
Community connections, you get to
Community connection.
learn to know more people out there in other organizations.
Right. Right. The community connections are literally amazing. Would my brother and Carrie Ann have met without Lions? Think you would have? Probably, but it would have been a lot harder, wouldn't it? Probably a lot harder. So we can do a lot, and the way we need to do that is to look for other opportunities to bring members into our club, into our zone, and into our district. You can sponsor a Lion in Olympia Host, any of those clubs, and it counts for your membership. Now there are some membership leaders in this room. Greg Firth, how many members have you sponsored? 43. I'm the slacker at 21, okay, as I feel like that. I want you, Mark, you've sponsored a couple. About 12, yeah. And my message today is to those of you that haven't sponsored a member, look around. Look and see who you would love to have lunch with, or who you would like to work on a project. You know, I was trying to list all our projects last night, and my brain went out of it, because we have so many things that we help, and we have so many connections in the community. Obviously, with CJAC, with the executive director, that's pretty cool. And, you know, and a board member back there, Pat. There's a lot of us that are doing things where we just kind of forget. The purpose I would like to leave you with, find someone young.
There you go.
Find someone young. By definition, that's under 45 for Lions Clubs International. You know they're out there. Steve, you brought an under 45 person, didn't you? Is your son really older than that? Oh, close enough. 53 is close enough. So I'd like to leave you with that challenge. Is anybody out there willing to accept that challenge? All right, Pat, I have a pin for you.
Seriously?
Seriously. Who else would like to accept the challenge to find a member? Leroy, there you go. Who else would like to accept?
I don't know. Pretty nice.
Like, I used to throw these things when I was governor, and I hit a lot of people. Who else would like to accept the challenge?
The last one he hit was a lawyer.
Carrie Ann gonna accept the challenge? You bet. Ann, you gonna accept the challenge? Good catch. Who else would like to accept the challenge? Oh my goodness, Jay! You think I could get it all the way back there? You know, if there's anybody else afterwards that wants to come up and accept the challenge, we did this at our meeting last Friday with about 30 people in the room. There was a commitment in that room for 50 members across multiple District 19. And in order to fulfill the obligations of this grant, we just have to collect 100. And so now, basically, what did I just give out? 5 or 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Anybody else like to accept the challenge? Okay, there's one for Cindy. I'll give another one for you. Who else out there would accept this challenge? If you remind them, whoever you're talking to, about our purpose and our impact, it will overcome what I think is the biggest elephant in the room. And that is apathy. You know, Apathy, I don't have time to find a new member. I don't have time to show up to a project. I don't have time to show up to a meeting. Purpose and impact every time will overcome apathy. Purpose and impact. $1.2 billion of grants given, 200 countries. I mean, that's amazing. And the U.S. now is, I want to say, about number 10 in countries on membership. So it's our responsibility to keep the legacy going. When I say legacy, a lot of whatever I say that word, I think back to past International Director Artie Peterson and past Zone Chairman Terry Keniston. When I look back at them and they made sure I joined Pioneer Alliance, I was brought in here kicking and screaming. But I haven't kicked and screamed my way out. You know why? I've met the Bradleys, wonderful people. Terry Woodruff, I think you were my first member I brought in. Can you believe that? Yeah, you're my number one. You know, I look out there at the things that Marilyn and Steve and I have done together. I look at the relationships I have, like with Larry and Eric and Mark. I could mention every one of you. I may have less of a relationship, but it still matters, Dick. You matter to me, just so you know that. When I heard that you were ill a couple years ago, I was, what? He can't be ill. He's too young to be ill. All we have to do is keep our purpose and impact. Marilyn?
You talk about friends.
Right?
We have a microphone. Oh, I suppose you want me to get it.
Here it comes.
I had a text yesterday.
Go ahead.
Ann and I bought raffle tickets from a club in New York. And she contacted me yesterday and said she needed my full name, my member number, and all of these good things because their fundraiser was to help donate money to LCIF.
Right.
And I think they split the pot or whatever it is that they do. But had I not been in Kentucky, I never would have known about this event. And I think they do it every year. This small club of 17 people. So we need to speak to them.
Absolutely.
But it was so cool because I just made a friend yesterday clear in New York. It's fun.
That's true.
Can I share something else?
Absolutely.
With you? Okay. You talked about the member login.
Yes.
I wrote down what I think you need if you want to do this. And all members can get into their club now this year and see some information. Not everything that Leroy gets to see, but you can actually see a lot of things and the names of members and some of the statistic you talk about how. When member login is, first it's lionsclubs.org. Then you do need your member name, your member number. I believe you need your club number, which is 7900. Is that correct, Hal?
Yes.
And then you also need to register an email and develop a password so that you can get into the site. I haven't done this in a long time. I tried to walk people through it when I was a district governor because I had more access to those little steps. Do we need an address too? A physical address and phone number to put in that?
I don't think so.
I don't either. I think the member number brings us in.
Right. Hey, look at that. I figured out how to get in.
Yay!
But this talks about my membership, my club, my constitutional area, and my association. If you look at my membership, what's kind of cool here is that it's almost as fast as I am. Oh, ouch. That's a good one. It has my personal details. It views the member I sponsored, which that's where my 21 is. And by the way, I'm going to put it out there. My commitment for this year is to bring 3 new members in. And I'm gonna try to find those under 45s, even if they think they're 53. But we have always had a culture of growth here in this club because we want to serve more and do more. They have estimated for every Lion who joins Lions Clubs International, 7 hours are, on average, are done by that member. I don't know if that, I think that's per month. 7 hours per month. Now, Bob, how many hours a month have you served? Have you lost track? That's right. Penny, how many hours did he serve?
Only an hour a week.
It's only an hour a week. Oh, yeah.
Days a year, 2 hours a day, you add it up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Now, and this is also where Lion Leroy and I put in service information and club, and so it's important to get that service. Because I think internationally right now, 42% of the clubs are reporting service.
What about nationally?
That's what I meant. Let me see what it is right here. Nope, I gotta go to Reports Insights. It's Insights District. I'm not certain y'all have access to this, but you could. This basically talks about the whole world. We are at 61,000 is the goal. We are at basically just under 36,000 international right now. We're looking for new members this year, about 250,000. New clubs, 2,600. And then here it is, clubs reporting service, 40% internationally. Most of those clubs are in the US and Canada. And I find that amazing. Amazing, because even the smaller clubs who have trouble getting in here, you notice I might have had a little problem, and I've been in here a lot. I can take this down to the multiple district. And there we are, that quick. There we are. We're just like international, right at about 40% of the clubs reporting service. Do you realize when we report service what that gets us as members? It gets us sponsors that help put money into the association that helps keep our dues down. That's why it's important the clubs and the club officers train. And our multiple, it says we're at about $4,000 or $40,000 so far we've raised for LCIF as compared to last year when we were at 440,000. So there's lots of opportunities out there, and I want you to think of who that person is. River's almost old enough to become a member. Almost. You're that close. And I'm looking back there at the great grandma. How come she's not holding River? River doesn't like you, is that it? What?
He likes her better.
Her likes her better. Okay, Karen, we like her better too. Oh, no, I just kidding. I'm done. Any other questions or comments? Any other questions or comments? Thank you very much for your rapt attention, and I would just ask you to keep that commitment, to accept that challenge, and have yourself a blessed day. That was a smattering.
Okay. All right, let's get those tickets out. So the winning blue ticket is 636 2 3, 5.
About two.
Very good.
About 253. Did I get something?
Okay. Take a look at your red tickets. That number is 7280132.
Damn, that was close.
All right.
Relay for life.
Relay for life. Okay, thank you.
What'd you get? And the club?
And Pat, the red ticket, Relay for Life.
And who was it? Mark. Oh, thank you.